Consider this video as the introduction to a new and more structured series titled Business Ethics. So, ethical decision making. Decisions you need to make where you need to be ethical. It is not about choosing which shirt you are going to wear for the day. That is also a decision you need to make, but there will not be any ethics related to that decision. Don't go there right now. The type of decision making I am talking about here are the decisions where you have multiple options to choose from, and the decision can affect others as well. First of all, I hope we all know the difference between law and ethics. For breaking the law, you will be punished by the justice system. Not the same for ethical decisions. So, formally, in this decision-making process, there are some stages as well. First of all, you will see the moral issue in front of you and recognize it as a moral issue. That is the first step. You have to recognize the issue as a moral issue. Then you are going to make a moral judgment. That is, you are going to decide what you are going to do. The next step is to establish moral intent. That is, why are you choosing what you just chose? What your intentions are behind your actions. Surely there are some intentions behind your decision. And the last step is to engage in the moral behavior. That is, execute your decision. Do what you have decided you are going to do. Now, time for an example, a simplified example. You are running a bakery where you have 5 employees working for you. The law tells you that you have to pay a minimum wage to your employees. You yourself pay them a little more than that minimum wage because you know the minimum wage is not the best payment ever and you can afford to pay them a little more than that. Now, the situation. Your employees are expecting a bonus and you have made a lot of money throughout the entire year and you can pay them a huge sum of money as a bonus. You can afford that. But are you going to do that? Assuming you are going to pay the same amount of bonus to every single employee of yours. You still decide to pay more than what they were expecting at first, but not the highest amount of money you could have paid. Your intent in this case can be that when you pay a huge sum of money, they will start expecting the same amount of bonus every single time, and you might not make the same amount of profit every year. And you think you are doing a great job paying what you are paying in the first place. You are the business owner, aren't you? This is your business and yours only after all. Then you go through with your decision. You pay them the amount of money you have decided upon and they are happy. I know it was a little too simplified example, but that is a good starting point in understanding what ethical decision making is. There are 4 stages formally, and there are a lot of influences that go behind ethical decision making. There are individual factors, the characteristics of the individual that is making the decision. And there are situational factors, the context of the decision making. What external factors are there that go behind the decision making process. You can expect separate videos on the individual factors and situational factors in the future. I don't know exactly when, but I will be making them. And before ending, this decision-making process has its own share of criticisms as well. Some say that this is not a definite representation of the decision-making process. And some others say that the decision you make is not easy to break down into the 4 stages And the four stages are interdependent as well. And there are also differences in the decision making process based on the country you grew up in. That is, individuals from certain countries are motivated by the situational factors more, and people from other countries are more influenced by the individual factors. So, that is it for this video. You can like, share, subscribe, and everything else. I really appreciate the support, and you should know that. Alright, now, I hope you have learned something new today. Goodbye for now.